the vex so
Safari.
on the door. I the vex. I the vex. Some they call me pagan. Then they say I be Satan. Cause I believe I be winner. Stop calling me a sinner. If you truly believe in the church, as I don't want to know. If you really believe in the mosque, me I don't want to know. If you believe in the pastor, as I don't want to know. If you believe in the imam, me I don't want to know. Make you shine your eyes,
Come on.
free yourself,
Oh yeah.
shine your eyes,
And free
free yourself from mental slavery. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Go. Make you shine your eyes,
You guys are serious at all. I'm gonna be doing this, bro.
Listen now.
I'm gonna be doing
Deceivers.
this, bro.
Deceivers. Then
Nah.
come bring down Jesus.
Oh
Even
man.
the story about Jacob.
My ancestors make you say
Yeah,
us.
shit. Oh, man.
My people make gonna wake up. Wake up. If you truly believe in the church, as I don't want to know. If you really believe in the mosque, me I don't want to know.
If you really believe in the Bible, I don't want to know. And if you really believe in Quran,
Me I don't want to know. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself from mental slavery. Make you shine your eyes, and
Alright, good evening everybody. My name is Shegun Olo and this is Objective Media. So tonight what we're going to be doing is to just give quick updates. INEC deregistered 74 political parties of 90. Now, in the 2019 concluded elections, there were 90 registered political parties by INEC. 74 now deregistered. We are left now with 16. What this simply means is that INEC is trying to decongest the ballots of all the surpluses of appendages of existing political parties on the ballot. That is what it means on one side. On the other, it is also beginning to generate controversies as to what are the criteria that makes it justiciable or justifiable for you to deregister political parties who are just trying to find their feet on the ground. Some of these political parties have just been registered only in 2019 and they are still trying to definitely find their feet on ground. Now if you deregister political parties, I'm talking about what the fillers are so far. If you deregister political parties that have been existing since say 1999 and are coming back every election to say, oh, we don't have candidates, we align with APC, or we don't have candidates, we align with PDP, or we have candidates, we are stepping them down to align with PDP. Every election year they are doing that. Then it simply means, for instance, automatically that those parties are appendages of the existing political parties. What you need healthily in a democracy is few parties with genuine or original opposition. Well, there are good sides to this, there are bad sides to this. What are the good sides? What are the bad sides? Let's do this together. Now, some of the parties that were deregistered also included existing political parties since past, even before the 2019 election. And then most of them suffered or were also affected in this exercise. But then what is curious is that some of these new political parties, examples of the ANRP of this world, were also affected. And these are parties that are still new and still trying to also survive, and they are doing all their best. For instance, well, tomorrow we should be able to bring stakeholders in some of these parties on the show to discuss live with us what they feel. If you cannot get it live because of network challenge, at least whichever way we can, we will try to make sure that we get their feed or their views or their reactions, either as individuals or as party, to the deregistration of their political parties by INEC. But what is important here is that the INEC has said that it does not want too much of political parties, it wants only few. And then it is also important to begin to look at why did the ones that scaled through did. Now, for the few ones that scaled through, we understand that there have not been so much noise, and people are attributing this to the fact, to example of why a party like Showere's party AAC is not affected. Some are saying, oh, there is no much noise because Showere's AAC is not affected. That if Showere's AAC were to have been affected, it would have generated so much reactions, because they felt that the only strong or viable or genuine opposition existing at the moment as we speak is Showere's AAC. As a result, if Showere's AAC were to be affected, it would have become something to worry about. But that most of the parties affected so far by themselves were either lukewarm, not that strong, or feeble, or were appendages of existing parties, and so they just collapsed them into the same. But two parts to this, as I said earlier, which I'm now going to begin to expand, is that one, if all these political parties that were affected are truly oppositions, it therefore means automatically it is time for them to come together. After all, APC has said that they do not have opposition to challenge them because there are no oppositions. Now that all the parties affected so far, if they are truly oppositions or willing to stand opposition, this is time for all of them to come together instead of being divided on policies or political issues, where some will say, oh, we stand with the existing, others will say, no, it shouldn't be that way. Maybe this is the time for all of them to now come together and say, no, there should be a vibrant opposition, or the other way. That's one. The second is that if this is going to happen the way it has just happened, therefore, we should begin to ask the question, why deregister political parties that have just tried to start finding their feet on the ground? Why did this policy not take place before now? Why is it that now that some new parties are beginning to spring up? But there's also crisis or controversy in Showere's party as to, okay, Showere's party AAC is not deregistered, but who is the leadership of the party? That is another angle to it, because Showere's party is seen to be the only existing opposition at this time that is very vibrant. Now, if AAC is not deregistered, who is the head? INEC and Nigeria's courts currently recognizes the other faction headed by Leonard Ezenwa. Leonard Ezenwa is currently the chairman of the party, whereas the stronghold or stranglehold of the party is controlled by Showere, even though it is not officially recognized by INEC and the court. Well, Showere, on the same day INEC announced the deregistration of 74 political parties, headed to the appeal court to say he is appealing the pronouncement by the court that Ezenwa is the chairman of his own party. Well, this has brought two poles to the party. The first pole is the officialdom or officialness of the party. The official recognition of the party by both INEC and the Nigerian court is Leonard Ezenwa, but that is of form. Now, of the contents, the largest number of members of the party recognize Showere as their party leader. What this means is that in content the party is Showere, but in form the party is Leonard Ezenwa. Now there are two poles to the party as we currently speak. Now, while Ezenwa is working for legitimacy in content, Showere is working for legitimacy of form. Now those are the two poles to the party as we currently speak. Now, where do we go from here? What is your own view? What is your own reaction? Now, what are your views as to the deregistration of 74 political parties? What are your views as to the crisis rocking or the controversies rocking AAC at the moment? That is another angle to it. But I'll come back shortly now to talk about Agba Jalingo. Agba Jalingo's matter came up at the court today in Calabar, and then Jalingo's matter is also of importance to us, and that's exactly why you see the background with the pictures you see right now. Well, let me just quickly run through the updates, but should I go on a short break and come back to do this, or should I do this immediately now? No, let's have some kind of interlude. I'll be back shortly. I'm still here. Don't go away.
Free yourself, make you shine your eyes, and free yourself from the slavery. Listen now. If some man do waiting they're supposed, life for don't change. If pastors practice waiting then they preach, life for don't change. If Catholic Church stop this sex abuse scandals, life for don't change. Muslim, Christian, do what you're supposed to do, life for don't change. Listen, if you talk, you go buy. You no talk, you go buy. Some no won't buy. If you talk, you go die. You no talk, you go die. We all go die. Listen, stand up, come, 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 make we wake up. Stand up, come, 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 my people wise up. I say my people they suffer, so we just they holler, we they wait for the sky God. I say my people they suffer, without the rubber, we they wait for the men of dogs. Why all this nonsense? Yes. Why religion no make sense? If you truly believe in the church, I said I don't want to know. If you really believe in the mosque, me I don't want to know. If you believe in the pastors, I said I don't want to know. If you believe in the imam, me I don't want to know. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Free yourself from slavery. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Make you shine.
Alright, welcome back, people. Let's quickly talk about Agba Jalingo. I'm seeing the comments, and please keep them coming in. We are going to address everything in a bit. The title of the song you just heard is "Shine Your Eyes" by Larry Safari. Larry Safari. Just search for that on Google. Larry Safari, "Shine Your Eyes." You're gonna find that song there. Very, very scintillating. It's a song I like so much. You can tell from the way I play it every time. So I love the song by Larry Safari. It's quite scintillating. It opens your head to say, "Come, what am I doing?" But anyways, I digress. Let's come back to the point. Now, Jalingo's matter came up yet again. Don't forget that the judge Amobida recused himself from the matter because evidence is already confirmed that he is in a compromised state to give fair hearing to the matter. So Jalingo and his legal team were not comfortable with him continuing. As of 53 days ago, he already recused himself, and today the Cross River State government says that the Attorney General indicated interest that they are taking over the matter. Why would the federal government leave the matter to Cross River State Attorney General if they were not working together in cahoots before? Now this question becomes important because if you say the reason you brought somebody or you arrested somebody all the way from Lagos to Calabar was because, according to the charge sheet, he published against the state governor and they were trying to overthrow the governor. The governor later came up to say it's not aware somebody was trying to overthrow him, even though previously or prior to that time he said Jalingo should not have done that to him because he was part of the people who started supporting Jalingo at the start of his Cross River Watch platform. And so he first tried to say things to blackmail Jalingo. He then came back to say, okay. He's sorry, he got his facts wrong. If there is confusion, like I always say that I am one people. I don't know if you don't understand Yoruba, let me try to simplify for in one kind of literal translation. These people are not only confused, it's beginning to look like it's something spiritual for them. It's beginning to look like Yorubas will call it Shea Modini or something is wrong. That somebody is doing something the thing is burning you, and the people are telling you, drop this thing that is burning you on the hand. You are still holding on to it. Something is burning you, you are still holding it. Because at the end of the day, the only thing anybody will remember of Ayade's administration in Cross River State is Jalingo's trial. That he was so wicked so much that he held on to, he wanted to wicked Jalingo. And Jalingo is waxing stronger for it. So if the entire 4 years Ayade has to spend, or if it is 8, as you may want to call it, I mean, we're talking about from 2019. If the entire term he wants to spend, all we're talking about is Jalingo, then he has not achieved anything. So Jalingo is stronger for it. So thanks to Ayade that you're doing what you're doing. Fine. But at the same time, if something is burning your hand, you drop it. You don't continue to hold it. So he came up severally to contradict himself. Oh, he wants to punish Jalingo. Oh, he wants to show Jalingo that he's the governor. Oh, Jalingo published or exposed what he's trying to do or to hide, and he wants to show him that he's in charge of power. Oh, he then came back later to say he's sorry. He's no longer the one actually trying Jalingo, that it is treason. Treason is a federal government matter, and that you cannot charge somebody with treason without the DSS being involved. Why pick Jalingo all the way from Lagos? Despite there were already antecedents to it. You sent letter to him through the commissioner of police asking him to come and explain what he means by this. You want him to stop it. They picked him up. You went to start sending people to him to tell him to sign and to say he would discontinue publishing such things. And then next thing you said, okay, your hands are off. It is treason, federal government matter. Now that it is burning your hands, you're now saying, okay, Attorney General of the state will take it over. What Attorney General of the state supersedes that of the federation that you want to take over from the federal government? If not because we were already working in cahoots before. But the point is very clear, everybody can understand it. Jalingo is stronger. I think I might have to leave the screen so that, okay, let me just go one corner, and then that's it. That's the guy there. Jalingo is better off now, and then he's happier, whether you like it or not. Jalingo is stronger, Ayade is going down. This is because Ayade wants to be stubborn. You know, they say that the fly that wants to go, that wants to die, will definitely follow the call to his grave. So it's Ayade. Well, thank you so much for doing this, Jalingo. You have made Jalingo more popular internationally now. Even if he wasn't known before, he's known better now. So this is also to tell others, because we have too many idiots in power in Nigeria. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying any particular person is an idiot, but we have so many people in power who don't even know what they're doing. Sometimes there are some things we should just ignore. You know, it's just like trying to kill a fly with sledgehammer. It's very unnecessary. What you should be using your power anyway. I'm not supposed to be advising you because you have paid. You have so many advisors that you are paying. You know, advisors that should be telling you how to use the power to crush Boko Haram and insecurity should now ask you to be going after somebody who is only trying to be civil in their approach to criticism. Somebody is not harmed, is not carrying. Anyways, it's not in my position. We are talking about Jalingo in court today. Yes, people showed up for him. I was also supposed to be in Calabar, but the preparation was late for me. It was only yesterday I began to think about should I go or not, because I was occupied up till yesterday evening, and there was no flight to Calabar yesterday. Otherwise, I would have squeezed and still try to go, but I wasn't. But all the same, very good one. People showed up for Jalingo. A lot of people will be wondering, objective media are about to just give us the news and go to bed. What's all this your analysis and opinions about? Yes, democracy is about the media also trying to be watchdog to government, especially when government tends to be hypocritical, when government tends to be autocratic, despotic, and tyrannical. The role of the media automatically is to be watchdog. We have to check all these people. So that's exactly why we're doing what we're doing. So I'm going to be taking comments shortly. So if you said something before that I didn't see, I'm going to have to start taking them right now. So please bring them up again. If you said something that I didn't see before, please bring them up again. so that we can address all of them. Somebody's asking on YouTube, PIIO Entertainment is asking, is saying Shure remains the chairman of AAC. And like I just said, I'm not going to lie to you, because yeah, I'm supporting the weak against the wickedly strong. Now, Shure has leadership of content. The largest of the members of the party are for Shure. So they recognize Shure as their leader. If, for instance, Shure breaks out of AAC today to go and form another party, you will be shocked at how the membership of the AAC would deflate so quickly, and then you will see another large volume of people moving en masse into a new party altogether where Shure goes to, meaning that Shure is the one recognized by members of the party largely to be their leader, whereas Inform, the party registration or the party recognition by government, is to Leonard, meaning that the party has two shapes or two forms now. Of form it is of Leonard, of content it is of Shure. Having said that, it is important that we make this very clear. Party recognition should also be about, when we say something is a party, it is not about the certificate, it's about the content, the people in it. When you say something is a party, it is a congress sort of people. Do you just issue certificate to a person who doesn't have the content, or who doesn't have what it takes to form the party? Now the party becomes the popularity it is today on the basis of the personality of Shure. So as of content, Shure is the party, but as of certification or form, it is Leonard. Somebody's asking what's the situation about Shure's party, and that's what I just explained. Francis says we are not into political parties now, though. Okay. Great Smart says Shure is our leader, chairman party, board of trustee of AAC, and that's exactly what I just explained. Bamjoshi says when Oyegun was removed as APC chairman, was it INEC that ruled to that effect? No, we're talking about courts now. Courts ruled that Leonard is the chairman of the party that they want to recognize. So INEC has to obey or follow decision of the court. It's just like the court came up to say, hey, it is no longer the other guy, it is now Hope Uzodima. It is no longer Yehedia, it is now Uzodima. INEC has to comply. That's just the way it is. So the same applies to when AAC, when Leonard has been recognized by the courts, the INEC has to comply by recognizing Leonard as the chairman of the party. If Leonard knows what is somebody saying, if Leonard, okay, I leave that. But I'm just says Dr. Malcolm published a report last year on how AAC was registered and Leonard was not recognized. Rita says Oga Leonard is a thief. Well, that is according to you. Olayemi Okpemekpo says Abio Bamjoshi, when did the court rule that Leonard is the chairman? I think you should just use Google. You should just, why is Shure in court of appeal? Why is Shure at the court of appeal? So that question I just asked now answers your question. Bamjoshi say okay. Francis says Shure, for example, people make up parties. What kind of people? Definitely members of the party. Members of the party make up the party, not one person, but the leadership is centered around personalities. That's just the way it is everywhere. One person, for instance, there are criteria before you can register a party. You must have minimum number of members, you must have executive members, you must have structures in states, you must have a meeting and have a constitution. So many criteria like that. So, and I understand that Shure's personality made it possible for that party to also have that kind of registration, but I also understand that it's also not something that happened overnight, because while Shure was working with some parties, that of the AAC worked first before the, and then they decided to use that of AAC. So I understand that Shore was working with different people to register different parties at the same time, or to work with different parties. Because, for instance, I understand that NCP Shore was almost going to be their presidential candidate as of that time. I also understand that at the time, there was also discussions at ANRP to see how they could incorporate Shore. I also understand that at some point there was also conversation at the level of NIP, National Interest Party of the units at Tuijide, that woman, filmmaker and creative person, female. I think she was the only female in the last election. Yes. So Shore was working with different people, but in the eventual decided to settle for the party registered as AAC, which I understand Leonard was the secretary of the party. So somebody says Leonard should be sacked from AAC. He was already sacked, but he went to court. Francis Ogbedi says integrity especially. Bamjoshi says ex nihilo nihil fit. Leonard was expelled from the party. Okay. Olayemi Okpemipo says, I beg, we don't want corrupt people in AAC party because AAC is a transparent party. Great Smart says, Leonard Izenwa has no pedigree, popularity, and integrity to be a AAC party chairman. Well, the rest of the comments keep coming. I'm just going to be looking at the ones that require me to address or talk about. Somebody says, Eunice, oh my god, where's she now? Selling her conscience? I don't know what that means. If you have any information where she's selling her conscience, I'd like to know. Somebody says, I thought Shore addressed this before, saying is one that registered the party's name on the certificate. Somebody says, Shegun, what's the update on 11, 12, 13 February? We're waiting for those days at court. Federal High Court Abuja. Willas Boiler on Facebook says Shore is a democratic-minded young man but lacks the quality to lead a revolution. He can't address his members since he come out of prison. Nelson Mandela, Robert Mugabe, Robert Mugabe, Nkrumah, Fidel Castro defiled stringent conditions of prisons to continue their struggle. You must be a man enough to lead a struggle. That's according to Willas Boiler. I'm sure Shore has response for you if you were to respond to you directly. I'm not a spokesperson. I'm not also his lawyer. Replying to that person, somebody says, Tosin really says, please don't say what you don't know, okay? Wisdom Seeker says, why would court entertain Leonard when he was already expelled from the party? That's another question. Larry Oba says, please, when are you bringing the leadership of AAC to your platform? You'll agree with me that these guys are ghosts. Okay, we are going to attempt all of this tomorrow. I'm going to see how many parties, both the ones that are skilled and the ones that were affected, how we can get them to give responses or reactions to their deregistration, or how they scaled through with controversies in their party. Shore, I understand, already went to court and is going to appeal the decision of the court that handed the party to Leonard. I understand that. So we are waiting in the next few days to see how that turns out. Shore is the face of AAC. If he leaves, the party falls. Period. That's according to Damen. Well, that's the far we can take tonight. The day has been so hectic for me. I want to take this moment once again to appreciate Larry. He doesn't like me to mention his full name. Larry, thank you so much. Larry came to Nigeria from UK, and then the items we were looking to buy, we were looking to buy some items on Amazon. We were looking for 2 units each, but so we decided to try with one each first. But the customs deposit on it. In the past, we had done custom deposits that we were not refunded. Even we were still wondering why would custom ask me to pay about 70,000 naira for an item that costs just 40 something thousand, and I'm still going to be paying shipping costs on that. So at the end of the day, customs deposit plus shipping already outweigh the original cost of the item. So sometimes we don't want to buy few items, we want to buy as much as possible at the same time. But when we don't need too much items, we just need this and this and that. And then we don't also have so much money. We just needed those simple items to buy and shipping for our own use. And then customs wants to break your back. Shipping cost is also adding on top of it. So Larry came to the rescue. He said, "Don't worry, I'm going to get these items. I'll be coming to Nigeria soon." He did. Thank you so much, Larry. Some of you already saw the video. Myself meeting Larry in Lekki last Sunday. Thank you so much, Larry, once again. I'm going to see you possibly once more before you return to to the UK. So I'll visit you once more at Lekki. Thank you, Larry. And I also want to take this moment to appreciate every other person. Yes, those of you that are monthly supporters on this channel, keep them coming. We need supports more now. We need supports more now. But that is not to say I'm not a member of any political party. If you're supporting this channel, you're supporting on on a plain level that has nothing attached. All right. So thank you so much, everybody. I think it's been a fantastic time so far. Jalingo should be coming out soon. Jalingo coming out soon. Whether they like it or not, Jalingo has already made name bigger than Ayade. So Jalingo, congratulations. Ayade, keep it up. Shit happens, you know. But that's it. So having said what I've said, yeah, what do you think about the deregistration of political parties? What do you think about the leadership of AAC? Because there are no oppositions as it stands right now. Maybe AAC would be the only opposition, but AAC itself, they have thrown its own challenge at it to be nothing at the moment. They give it a challenge to be nothing when it is supposed to be facing opposition. It's supposed to be acting in the role of opposition, so they gave it a challenge to be nothing. Do you understand that point? Yeah, that's the stage we are right now. But the deregistration of other parties, what do you think? Personally, if you ask me, I would say that I do not feel that parties that just register should be deregistered, because there's party as ANRP, for instance, has been working assiduously to see how they can galvanize the grassroots. If you're not a money bag in Nigeria that you have billions to spend, it will not be easy for anybody. It will not be easy for you to galvanize the grassroots, to harmonize people, to mobilize people. It's not easy if you do not have money. It only takes people who can do it without money, like maybe the Shores, for instance, that can achieve that. All right, so that will make it to do something organic in Nigeria is it's like asking the crocodile in the calendar to shed tears. You want to organize, you want to mobilize and organize people without billions, without money. It's almost impossible. So to have an organic crowd in Nigeria, it will take time. So that is exactly where I'm perturbed. Why would you deregister a party that just decided to spring up, and in less than a year they have done enough in conscientizing people, you know, waking people up from their slumber at the grassroots and all that? It will take time to build. So you don't deregister them overnight. If they have been existing for long and are not doing anything, I will understand that. So I think the deregistration, maybe the parties, I don't know, I can't speak for them, but perhaps something, they should do something, come up with something, and otherwise they might want to team up with one or two of the existing parties that scaled through the deregistration exercise and form a formidable opposition. That said, I think, shall we go now? Shall we go now, people? I'm gonna go. So those of you that are regular supporters on this channel, please, we're expecting to hear from you. You have works to do, and then we've been relying much on, we don't have we are not on retainership of government. We don't have money coming in every month, whether we do or we don't do. We don't have money coming in for us from government. So it is only people who like what we do, or who enjoy what we do, or who see what we do as something that is okay and they want it to continue, that we encourage for them to continue to support us. I think people are talking about SPN. That's yes. Okay, keep other comments coming. If I miss anyone, please do not forget, just do your best or your bit by putting the comment. If you're watching this show on a playback, put your comments below. Larry Safari, as usual, I'm going to leave you with him, and yeah, I don't want to know if you're Christian or Muslim. What matters is humanity first. Jesus Christ was a humanitarian himself, fighting against injustices and all that, telling them, oh, you can't stone the woman, you're not the judge, you don't hold the key to the gate of heaven. No, it's not in your place to determine. Oh, who told you that? No, even Caesar, who told you will not make heaven? Give unto Caesar what belongs to him. Oh, no, forget that. Oh, the thief on the cross? No, you are going with me to heaven. That guy was never born again. So whether you are Christian or Muslim, you don't hold the key to the gate of heaven. You don't know a lot of things ideologically that endear me to this song by Larry Safari. Enjoy it a little as I get out of the studio.
Oh yeah,
I dey vex so.
Safari. On the door, free us, free us, free us.
I dey vex.
Free us,
I dey vex. Some they call me pagan. Then they say I be Satan. Cause I believe I be winner. Stop calling me a sinner. If you truly believe in the church, as I don't want to know. If you really believe in the mosque, me I don't want to know. If you believing in the pastors, as I don't want to know. If you believing in the imam, me I don't want to know. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Oh lo. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself from mental slavery. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Oh. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself from mental slavery. Listen now, Oyibo come deceive us. Then come bring down Jesus. Even the story about Jacob,
my ancestors make you save us.
my people make gonna wake up. Wake up. If you truly believe in the church, as I don't want to know. If you really believe in the mosque, me I don't want to know.
If you really believe in the Bible, I don't want to know. And if you really believe in Quran,
me I don't want to know. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Oh lo. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself from mental slavery. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself. Oh. Make you shine your eyes, and free yourself from mental slavery. Listen now, if some imam do it in they're supposed, life for don't change it. Pastors practice within them they preach, life for don't change it. If Catholic Church stop this sex abuse scandals, life for don't change it. Muslim, Christian, do what you're supposed to do, life for don't change. Listen, if you talk, you go buy. You no talk, you go buy. Some no won't buy. If you talk, you go die. You no talk, you go die. We all go die. Listen, stand up, come, make we wake up. time to come, 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 my people wise up. I say my people they suffer, so we just they holler, we they wait for the sky God. I say my people they suffer, without the rubber, we they wait for the men of dogs. Why all this nonsense? Yes. Why religion don't make sense? If you truly believe in the church, oh, I said I don't want to know. If you really believe in the mosque, oh, me I don't want to know. If you believe in the pastor, oh, I said I don't want to know. If you believe in the